Here in the I button and in description box below you will get complete playlist of discrete mathematics. Welcome to video number 3, and in this video we are going to start types of relations. Okay. In the first type of relation we have reflexive relation. Before I start this video, I would request you to subscribe to my channel, and if you learn something from my videos, then please hit the like button and do share the playlist of this chapter with your friends. Okay. In that way only you can support me, and I really need your support. Let us start this topic, that is type of relations. And whenever we study type of relation, we only take one set, okay, that is set A. But when we study relations, we need a Cartesian product. In that case, we will take the self cross product of set A, that is A cross A. This is the Cartesian product of set A. Okay. Yes. Now we'll start the first type of relation, that is reflexive relation. A relation R on a set A is said to be reflexive if and only if A, comma A belongs to R for every A belongs to A. Okay? Yes. What I meant to say is A, comma A, that is reflexive pair. It should contain reflexive pair. If that relation contains all the reflexive pair, that is A, comma A, then that relation is said to be reflexive relation. Let us take one example. Here we have, yes, here you can see, here we have a set A. Okay, that is the elements that are in set A is 1, 2 and 3. These are the elements that is in set A. Now we want to make the Cartesian product of this A, that is self cross product of this set A, that is A cross A. In that case, we will take the matrix form. Okay, in that case, we will take the matrix form of this Cartesian product, that is A cross A. In that case, what we need to do is we will simply write this element in the group and column wise. Okay, yes. Now these all are pairs. These all are pairs, or you can say ordered pair. Okay, but I am simply writing that in numbers. Okay, that is 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3. Here you can see the first element shows the number of the first elements belongs to this row, and the second element that belongs to this column. Okay, or you can write this in ordered pair also, that is in between the brackets, that is 1 comma 1, 1 comma 1. In between the brackets we can write 1 comma 2. Within the bracket you can write 1 comma 3 and so on. Okay, yes. So here if you see the diagonal elements, that is 1, 1, 2, 2 and 3, 3, these all are what? These all are reflexive pair. Okay, yes. The numbers are repeated. If you put 1 here, then you will get 1 comma 1, that is this element, that is this pair. Okay, so this is my reflexive pair. Again, if A equals to 2, then this should be 2 comma 2, that is this reflexive pair. If you put A equals to 3 here, that it should be 3 comma 3, then we can say this is also my reflexive pair. If in any relation all the reflexive pairs are present, then only we can say that relation is reflexive relation. Or if you want to represent this in graphical way, okay, then simply write all the elements within this circle. Okay, then this is said to be node. Okay, what is this? Node. Okay, here we have 3 nodes, but since we are talking about reflexive relation, so it should be, yes, it should be the loop. Okay, loop should be self loop on all the node. Okay, that is, if you want to study what is reflexive relation, then every node should have self loop. Okay, every node should have self loop. So this relation, that is reflexive relation, is also said to be self loop on every node. Okay, here we have 1 comma 1. Okay, that is 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3. Then it should have self loop. Okay, on each and every node. Now let us discuss about some examples, and I'm very much confident that after dealing with these examples, the concept of reflexive relation is very much clear. Okay, yes. Let us say this relation R equals to phi. What is phi? Phi is an empty set, or you can say null set, and we know that is this phi, or you can say null set, okay, or empty set, is a subset of every set or every relation. Okay, but this relation does not contain all these reflexive pair. Okay, this relation does not include all these reflexive pair. So this is not my reflexive relation. Okay, now coming to the second, that is r equals to 1 comma 1, this pair. Okay, this is my reflexive pair, that is good. 1 comma 2, okay, this is not my reflexive pair. 1 comma 3 is also not my reflexive pair, but this is a pair. So relation is 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3. But in this relation we don't have 2 comma 2 and 3 comma 3, so we cannot say this is my, yes, so this is also not my reflexive relation. Now coming to the third part, that is 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3. 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3. All the pairs are reflexive pair and it contains all the reflexive pair. Okay, yes, it contains all the reflexive pair. So this is said to be, yes, this is my reflexive relation. This relation is said to be reflexive relation, and since it contains only 3 elements and all the 3 elements, okay, are reflexive pair. Okay, so we can say this is also my diagonal, yes, this is my diagonal pair. Okay, all the diagonal pairs are reflexive pair, so we can say this is my diagonal pair, that is delta A. Okay, simply write triangle and in subscript you need to write A. Okay, yes, and this is smallest possible reflexive relation. Okay, yes, here the number of reflexive pair is how much? 3. Okay, here we have only 3 reflexive pair and this contains 3 elements. Okay, 3 pair elements, that is 1 1, 2 2 and 3 3. So this is said to be my smallest possible reflexive relation. Now coming to the fourth, that is 1 1, 2 2, 2 3, 3 3 and 3 1. Okay, so if you see within this relation all the reflexive pairs are present, so we can say this is also my reflexive relation. Okay, so in the fourth relation we have all the reflexive pairs, that is 1 1, 2 2 and 3 3. So but apart from these 3 elements we have 2 more elements, that is 2 3, okay, and 3 1. Okay, 3 1, 2 3 and 3 1, but it doesn't matter, it should include all the reflexive pair. If in the relation all the reflexive pair are present apart from all the other elements, then it should be a reflexive relation. Okay, so this is said to be my reflexive relation. And in the fifth relation we have A cross A, that is Cartesian product of A, set A. Okay, so it should contain all the elements, okay, all 9 elements. So in all 9 elements these 3 elements are also present, so we will say that this is also my, yes, this is also an example for reflexive relation. Okay, and since this Cartesian product of okay, this Cartesian product contains all the elements, that is the maximum possible elements, so this is said to be largest, okay, largest possible reflexive relation. Okay, this is said to be largest possible reflexive relation. Now after this we will discuss one last part, that is, yes, number of reflexive relations. Okay, let's say the number of elements that is present in the set A is n, or you can say cardinality of set A is how much? N. Then if you want to find the Cartesian product, okay, the number of elements that are present in the Cartesian product, that is A cross A, that will be n square. Okay, yes, if you see we have 3 elements present in set A and 9 elements present in A cross A. So the diagonal element will be how much? Okay, here we have 9 elements, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3. So these diagonal elements, how many diagonal elements are there? Again 3. Okay, so if you take n as number of elements present in the set, then the number of diagonal elements present in n number of elements of a set will be n. Okay, yes, number of in this case when the number of elements of any set will be n, then in that case the number of elements present in the diagonal will be n. Okay, so number of choices that we have, okay, the number of choices that we have is how much? N square minus number of diagonal elements. Okay, because number of diagonal elements are what? My reflexive pair. Okay, yes, so here in this case we can say the number of reflexive relations will be how much? Yes, if you see in this example, okay, yes, these are my reflexive pairs. Okay, but these 2 are my non-reflexive pair. But if you see, if you take this element, that is okay. If you don't take this element, that is also okay. So in that case, we have two choices. Okay. So number of reflexive relation will be how much? 2 to the power n square minus n. Okay. I repeat this once again. The number of possible pairs will be how much? N square. But number of diagonals for n element of any set will be how much? N. In that case, how many choices we have? Okay. How many? If you see, how many choices means how many non-diagonal elements are present. Okay, so in that case, the number of non-diagonal elements will be how much? N square minus n. So if you see these non-diagonal elements, these are my non-diagonal elements, which is also said to be non-reflexive pair. Okay, if this is present in the set, that is also if this is present in that relation, that is okay. If it is not present in the relation, that is also okay. Okay, because this is not going to this is not putting any impact. Okay, so the number of reflexive relation will be how much? 2 to the power n square minus n. Thank you.